Hello and welcome back to One Trainer vs. the World Season 4. When we last left our protagonist, she had suffered the most terrible loss imaginable. Well, I suppose now I'm supposed to talk to the professor about what was going on, or... No, that is not where the professor is. Well, is he back at just Canalave then? Or is he somewhere else entirely? I mean, I'm pretty sure that before I can move on to the city up north that I forget. It's no point. I'm supposed to talk to the professor, so where is he? Right, I suppose I should probably check the other lake. That's probably what I'm supposed to be doing now. But in order for me to check the other lake, I should not be going around with John Smith in my party. My party is already crippled after the worst thing that could possibly happen happened, so... Indeed, this is where they are. Ah, Vega, what timing! Those Team Galactic scoundrels are after the legendary Pokémon. Vega, help us! You've got to help Lucas! Okay, and I can clearly see a double battle up ahead, so... And then another one after that, it seems. Lame. Oh, and it looks like I'm going to have a double battle with Lucas against Mars up there. And that's annoying. Okay, Yoshino is in all kinds of trouble for being in here. Wells, Bucketman can... Actually, Bucketman is also useless here, so... Maka. Oh dear! Was that a terrible mistake? Somewhat terrible mistake. In that case, I should probably get rid of Maka again and instead send out... Oh, I can't even use Surf here. Ugh. And Mud Bomb doesn't have the best accuracy. But, yeah, in that case, switch to Armstrong. Like, Maka has a 4 times weakness to fire. Even with the level difference, that could have gone awfully. Just you wait, it's totally going to burn now. It didn't burn now. Okay then. Ugh, so many Pokemon gaining experience, it's honestly a bit annoying. Oh, well, this is actually a perfect setup. Mud Bomb the Stunky, and Cross Chop the Glameow. Probably not necessary at all to use a move that strong, but I used a move that strong anyway. Because I can. Besides, I am very angry with these Team Galactic morons now, because they killed my best Pokemon! Again, so much spread out experience. Just kind of obnoxious. Well, Cross Chop should take out this Houndour in 1 hit, I reckon. Cross Chop did indeed take it out in 1 hit, I reckon. And this shouldn't... Yeah, this didn't spread experience as thin, so that was less annoying. You think that's an epic tragedy? You should listen to what your Mr. What was his name again? I forgot what his name was. I forgot which planet he was, but anyway, what he did to my freaking Gyarados! If only I still had my Kanto team, then I could call in Queen Derp, who is inexplicably better in this region. Hi, Lucas. It's Team Galactic. They took the Pokemon off the lake. This woman, I lost to her, just barely. Oh, no double battle then. Good. And she has the Purugly, No, wait, the Purugly is Yeah, the Purugly is indeed what Mars has, so... Armstrong... That face! It brings back bad memories. I'm talking about the Windworks. I got a whole lot of trouble for that little incident. What's with that look on your face? You do remember me, don't you? Fine, whatever. I'll tell you who I am again. I'm Mars, one of Team Galactic's commanders. So what is it? Are you some lovey-dovey couple to the rescue? Oh, hell no! Not a chance! Not even a teeny one! You're all going down! And again, don't you talk to me about painful experiences! I am not in the mood to hear about your painful experiences! And don't start off with a Golbat, the thing that Armstrong can't deal with, because that's not very nice! Bronzor versus Bronzong. I do wonder who will win this battle. It couldn't possibly be the one with the higher level, the higher attack stat, and the higher defenses. Yeah, keep boosting your physical defense. It's going to help you so much. Of course, that Shadow Ball still did disappointingly little, but it also lowered its special defense, and then it lowered its special defense again, so the next one will take it out. Ah, that is adorable. You thought that would hurt me. Okay, you know what? This thing is so hideous that I don't even want to look at it for any longer than necessary, so Armstrong, go in there and one-shot it with a cross chop. Armstrong, I told you to one-shot it with a cross chop. Why are you not listening to me? For goodness sakes, Armstrong, you are disappointing me right now. I do think that losing Korra has gotten you in a bit of a bad mood. You might want to calm down a bit. No, I don't, Armstrong. I am in fact doing perfectly fine right now. And if you disagree, then you are wrong. Wake the fuck up already. And actually, how were you able to talk to me? You were asleep. I don't know. It must be the amazing sleep talking techniques that have been passed down the Armstrong family for generations. Obviously. But could you use the amazing wake up techniques that have been passed down through the Armstrong family for generations while you're at it? Apparently you could. Now behold the amazing punching techniques that have also been passed down the Armstrong family for generations. Okay, good job, I guess. Still was a bit annoyed at how long that took, though. This shouldn't be happening to Team Galactic's commander. Yeah, well, you're up against Team Your House is on Fire's leader, so... Oh, wait, Lucas is right next to me. Forget I said anything, I said nothing. Nope, no such thing as me being a leader of the evil team or anything. Nope, not at all. So much story stuff. So basically, Team Galactic has caught the three lake spirits. That's really all that's important. I see. This also occurred at Lake Valor. Another legendary Pokémon was taken away by Team Galactic. Both of you went up against full-fledged criminals. The fact that you're unharmed is reason enough to celebrate. But what about Blort? What's happening at Lake Acuity? Is Blort safe? Well, I don't know. Probably. Because, I mean, this is a kid's game, so I don't think he would die. Oh look, my 4th encounter at Lake Acuity, and it is a Bidoof. But that's a dupe as well. Also, it's Friday right now. So, this time I had better actually remember the thing that I had been intending to do for the past 2 weeks. Why? Would you look at that? It's a Drifloon! How fascinating! I'm going to try and catch it! And I'm going to assume that I'm going to succeed! Because really, it's an early game encounter theoretically speaking, and I just used a super overpowered Quick Ball! And her name shall be... For some reason, I'm thinking Petunia. I have no idea why. Also, it has occurred to me that there was a thing on a certain route that I should probably get, which I haven't gotten yet, and so I am now going to go and get it. So as to be able to rectify the horrible error that I currently do not have a full team of 6 fully evolved Pokémon. You know, that death really messed up pretty much everything as far as how I was planning stuff out. Just so much of my strategy depended on Korra. And now I don't have Korra anymore. And now I have a Magmarizer, meaning that Ozai can evolve into a Magmortar. Though, do I actually want him to evolve into a Magmortar right now? Okay, I looked it up. Magmortar does learn moves slightly later, but it's not really bad enough to really be worth worrying about. Especially seeing how I'd probably rely mainly on TM moves for him anyway, because, well, Flamethrower is obviously the best fire move he's going to get anyway. I mean, he can get Fire Blast, but I don't like Fire Blast. Fire Blast is unreliable and obnoxious. Now, one benefit to the terrible tragedy that happened last time is that I now actually do have a better potential user of Thunderbolt. Because Magmortar can learn that. And Magmortar is actually a special attacker. For a second there, looking it up, I was a bit confused because I didn't see it on the learn set after all, but okay. Magmortar can learn from Thunderbolt, but Magmar can't. That's interesting. Right, and with that I suppose I should go and level up Ozai a bit, so that he will become a Magmortar. And then I can afterward just use the experience share, but for the time being I don't want to use the experience share because then he won't be able to evolve into a Magmortar. Probably shouldn't do it right here though, because rain going to make his fire moves worse. Here it is not raining, thus he can use his fire moves. Okay, that didn't take long. Now, time for him to become really freaking ugly, to be honest, but meh, he will be strong, and that's really what matters the most. Just... Magmortar is not one of the evolutions to old Pokemon that actually ended up looking the best. It actually ended up looking kind of terrible. Now, Ozai, become a better counter to flying types than anything else I have right now. Now, I'm actually not 100% sure of how I get to the next city. Oh, I mean, I know the route, but it appears I'm going to have to go through Mount Coronet. Which probably also entails that I'm going to need a freaking gem slave. Arg. I mean, I got strength recently, so I suppose it's not exactly terribly surprising. Considering how I also want John Smith to be around so I can fly back in case something terrible happens, that really leaves me traversing the upcoming routes with only 4 teammates. That is annoying. So, who do I want to... Well, I suppose Ozai is not really strong enough to be a reliable teammate yet. Other than that, do I want to go with these 4? I guess these 4 cover a wide variety of typings, so... But at the same time, I'm going to be entering like ice routes and such, so maybe having Yoshino is a bad idea, but... I don't know. I will try. Oh, just look at that thing. It just has such an I am going to explode in your face look written all over it. For that, I'm going to Giga Drain it! Too bad, Graveler! No exploding in my face today! Or ever! Because you are dead now! Okay, it wasn't that hard to find the path that I needed to go in order to carry on. Now then, this is a new area, where I probably shouldn't have Yoshino up front. Alright, I popped a repel a little while ago. But that repel should expire soon, so then I will be able to find the thing. Whether it'll be a cool thing, I don't know, but it'll certainly be a thing. Figured as much. Oh, bugger! So... Can I inflict slight damage on this thing without murdering it? Well, I mean, I don't think Bucket Man can, or... well, maybe? At the same time, I feel like a Shadow Ball would probably kill this thing, so... Hypnosis! This is a slow and tedious grind of a battle. And now you're making it even more tedious. Because let me guess, you're totally going to get... You did not get 5 hits, but... Oh, for goodness sakes, Bucket Man, hit already! At this rate, by the time I finally get to actually throw the freaking ball at him, oh, now I get to throw the freaking ball at her, sorry. I might be able to use a timer ball, but I don't think I have timer balls, so that's kind of a moot point. Ultra Ball, which should probably have about the same effectiveness as that Quick Ball did. Oh, but of course, I have forgotten. I do in fact still have False Swipe. Why am I such a dumbass? Right, now will it stay in the ball? Indeed it would. And I just thought of a totally generic and boring name for it. Simply because it's female and is an ice type, her name shall be Elsa. And I'm sure absolutely nobody recognizes that reference because it's so obscure. Are you a terrifying trainer? I don't know, you might be a terrifying trainer. Oh, and for goodness sake, this is too much to ask that I be able to walk past the potentially terrifying trainers. I mean, I know they will turn around if I run past them, but I wasn't running. I was walking at a leisurely pace. And of course she's an ace trainer. Because that's just what I need when I only have 4 Pokemon in my party. Trying to counter Bucketman's amazing defenses, are you? Well, we'll see how well... Oh, and of course that, well... Special defense drop. I don't think this Golduck can one-shot Bucketman. It can, on the other hand, be a massive pain in the neck. I should just switch out to something. I don't see it dealing devastating damage on Armstrong, I suppose. Oh, but wait, it actually has psychic moves. But of course, why would it use psychic moves on Bucketman? I was also considering Yoshino, but she would also be damaged heavily by psychic moves, plus it could also have ice moves, so... Yoshino is just an all-around bad idea. And now Armstrong is also an all-around bad idea because it probably has psychic moves, and also he is confused right now, so he would probably punch himself in the face. Indeed, psychic moves. At least it won't be able to disable me again. It will, on the other hand, quite possibly be able to confuse me. But it didn't. Awesome. And now Bucketman is still ready for whatever comes next. Provided that what comes next isn't something that will just wreck Bucketman completely. Well, no, that won't really wreck Bucketman completely, because, I mean, he has fireproof, heatproof, whatever. That ability that causes fire moves to only deal 50% of their usual damage. Meaning that it will register as super effective, but it will still just deal damage as though it were regularly effective. On the other hand, it uses the strongest fire move there is. Wow, a critical hit of that could have actually been terrifying. At the same time, I think that move only has 5 PP and pretty crappy accuracy, so I'm just going to stall out for a bit. And of course it still hits twice in a row. Because I mean, terrible accuracy is never enough to deter my opponents. It only ever bothers me. Never mind that time in in Ruby where Zapdog would have died if that one blizzard had hit in the Pokemon League, but it missed, and so he survived and allowed me to get through the Pokemon League without any casualties. But nope, the random number generators for stuff like that is only ever against me. It never strikes in my favor, ever, despite the fact that I just mentioned the instant where it did. Now, awesome. But as I was saying, it never works in my favor. At all. That's inconvenient. Now, please send out something that I can switch out to something else for. That is indeed something that I can switch out to something else for. I doubt it's going to have coverage that will deal devastating damage on Yoshino. I mean, it's a rock type. What's it going to do? Use a not very effective fighting move. That's what it's going to do. And now I am going to use a super effective grass move on it. Well, that was an annoying battle, but I suppose it wasn't an overly difficult one. And now Bucketman probably should get out of the front of the party, because he's getting a bit on the strong side. And down there I'm pretty sure I see another ace trainer whom I will not be able to avoid. In some ways I feel like I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with this game, in that, well, I do like a lot of it, but at the moment I'm feeling really annoyed at how just crippled I am due to the excessive HM requirements. And that's not a good matchup for Armstrong, because that's a flying type. Mako can probably handle it fine though. I mean, she is a bug type, so she won't resist flying moves, but at the moment, I mean, I do have Bucketman who would resist flying moves, but he's not really good against Tropius either, so... And I doubt this thing is going to have a fire move. That just wouldn't make any sense. Also, I just noticed, it's higher level than me. So, once again, ace trainers. Kind of obnoxious. Also, critical hit. Kind of obnoxious. I was actually worried there for a second. Now I'm going to assume that she is going to heal up. But at least I'm going to heal up. Even though I think I would outspeed, but... After what happened with Korra last time, I feel like I should just probably be on the side of caution. Because seriously, I thought I was going to outspeed that Toxicroak, but of course the Toxicroak had previously used Revenge, which has reduced priority, so of course I outsped on the turn before. That was a foolish blunder of me. Of course, another foolish blunder was the fact that I didn't heal up, despite considering healing up. So really, Korra is pretty much my fault. Sucks, but that's how it is. You're probably going to have ice types, I reckon. Yep. Oh, Armstrong is so going to one-shot this thing. Ice Dark, I mean, are you kidding me? Oh no, it's already faster than me. And now it's using agility to be even more faster than me. Good thing it's dead. Which I called before it was confirmed dead, but it was so obviously going to be dead. Ah, a place where I can heal up. How nice. I'm still on route 216, right? Yes, I was indeed still on route 216, but now I am not. Oh, Vega! You may be on your way to Snow Point City. That's where I'm going too. If I use Fly, I can get there instantly, but I'm walking for my trading. I have no problem with this. I'm used to the cold because I go barefoot and lightly dressed. Phew! Oh, that was nothing. Really, I'm not cold at all. I'll be going now. Please take care. That was super meaningful. That is another race trainer that I'm going to be forced to fight. He might have something that Yoshino can fight. Maybe. He referenced fire. Now I'm expecting a fire type, but that's not a fire type, but it's still something that Yoshino should be able to handle. I suppose. Probably. Giga Drain! She's going to resist that, right? Actually, she might doubly resist it now that I think about it. Because for some reason I feel like poison might resist electric, but I'm not sure about that, so don't quote me on that. I am going to look up and see if that is the case. Nah, she just regular old resists it. Still, that leaves this Electabuzz being not a threat in the slightest. But whatever he sends out next could be terrifying, I don't know, maybe, maybe not. The hail is going to take it out now, right? Oh, come on! Oh, that is not something that Yoshino can fight in the slightest. That's really something that my team in general is poorly equipped to deal with. I suppose it's either Bucketman or Armstrong at this point. Armstrong then. Just watch this thing for some reason have a psychic move or a flying move. It wouldn't make sense, but I wouldn't really put it past these guys. Oh, F you. Now I definitely need to pop a full heal. But if that thing burns again, then I'm in serious trouble. Okay, Q being in serious trouble. Don't die from this, Armstrong. I don't want you to die from this. I'm already struggling as it is. I think he might survive with a... He didn't. Fuck you. So, as I was saying, all of these ace trainers, me going around with a significantly reduced party, recipe for freaking disaster. I suppose Punch Dog now gets a spot on the team at least. Ah, couldn't you have sent out the Electabuzz before the hail damage took place? That would have been so awesome! Well, whatever happens, I don't see this Electabuzz doing devastating damage, so... Ah, for some reason I thought Bucket Man was going to resist that, but he didn't, but ah well. Oh yeah, and now I've lost another one of my strongest teammates. So yeah, Platinum. Not an easy game. Armstrong, let it be known that compared to the last matchup I got, you were so much better in every possible respect. In fact, you have been consistently awesome, and you will be missed. Well, if I'm going through that again, I feel like I need to just level up a fair amount, actually have as much of a team as I can, and yeah, just... What would be better to bring with me, another fighting type or Wells? Problem is I don't know what else they are going to throw at me. Ah, but Punch Dog is level 1, so... He would be a massive pain to actually get up to par, whereas Wells is already up to par, so... And I mean, Wells only has one weakness, so... Yeah. Congratulations, Punch Dog. For the time being, you get to continue being lonely. But I'm still moving you up to the top row, because I might potentially need you eventually. This episode is already running long, so I'm not going to say anything else. Find out what happens next time.